Last episode, we had a population in this city of right about 45,000 residents. And then we started the process of changing the wealth level of the city. And remember, I said it can be a little disconcerting. It can be a little worrisome to watch the population drop because our population dropped heavy. Wait, we're getting drowned out by an airplane. Let's move over this way. I've noticed that when I'm looking at the city here, we're getting air traffic as well as air traffic there, and it drowns me out. So let's come over here. So if you notice that I'm looking at the city more often moving forward from this in this direction, you'll know why. But yeah, our population had dropped heavy to about 20,000 residents. And I said it could be a bit concerning, but it's necessary sometimes to do that fine tuning. And look, we are not all the way back to 45,000 residents, but we're at 41,000 residents and a much better equilibrium. That is really nice. We do have a lot of available jobs, but I'm not going to really worry about that too much. We could drop some of these down to low density instead of medium, but we're not going to worry about that too much. But yeah, look at this. I am loving the look of this city. This is nice. Welcome back to more SimCity. We are in our second city of the region. So we've built our first city to make money, and it's made really good money. We came over here and used this city plot originally as a staging point to build the great work. But now we have made that transition from kind of using this as just a staging point to this is now our gateway city where traffic coming in from the airport and from other locations could potentially get funneled out to the other city plots. But oh, this is so nice to look at. I'm enjoying this. This is so much fun. Look at that. That is a nice balance between low and medium wealth. This is really good. And remember last episode we did some gambling because I really wanted this city to be financially stable and able to make money on its own and not have to rely on the first city. So nice. That is a nice income based on taxes. And also look at that. Look at what we are spending for our specialization compared to what we're bringing in for the specialization. So really nice. Let's see here. Earning 44,000 simoleons a day in profit. Good. Remember this one. Earning 22. So this one it's profitable, not as profitable as this one. But really what's happening is because it's a dead-end road and traffic is coming from that direction. I wonder if there's any way, how can we get this the simulation does not like roads over some of our ploppable buildings, but let's just see. I am really curious. Now, I do not want to connect it there, but can we loop this road? Cannot draw road through placed buildings. It does not like. Yeah. We could move sewage treatment. I had sewage treatment here to replenish water. Oh, look at how much water. Yeah, let's do that. That just makes more sense. Sewage treatment here. And then once this hires, look at that. They were not happy about that. Once this hires, treating city sewage. All right, now. Now, let's see what happens. Now that traffic can come from both directions. Let's see what happens. I do want to put. I want to zone this, or. I mean, do we do another one? Let's just do another one. Let's put the sign on this side of the road. Maybe shouldn't have put it. I may only be able to put just one. Yeah. Well, I can do this. So let's do low wealth. Let's do that over here. Bit of commercial. A bus stop. Nice. Nice. That works. That works good. And I'm curious to see, with traffic coming from both sides, look at the cars. They're already driving. They're already driving in. More gambling. More gambling. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with this 22,000. You know, does it go up because now people can get to it from both ends, or does it stay the same because now we have this, or does this actually go down, which I doubt that'll happen, but curious to see what happens. All right, let's see which of the different possible outcomes that we talked about. We've given these gambling houses some time. Let's see. Okay, so it's earning just a bit more. I'm waiting for the airplane to go by. It's earning just a bit more than it was. This is still, yeah, that's a top earner. And then our latest gambling house is actually out earning this one. But all in all, I'm happy. We've got 3 gambling houses that are making a profit. Nice. And when we come down here, and I know that there are other specializations that are part of this dollar amount, but when you look at what we're spending compared to what we're getting back, along with our tax income, that's a nice hourly profit. Wonderful, wonderful. And it's always nice when your advisor is happy. We are profitable. That's all he really needs to say. We're profitable. Excellent. And traffic is not too bad. Nice. Nice. Really, really nice. All right. And our city continues to grow. So we started out about 45,000 residents. We dropped down to 20,000 residents. And now we're at 52,335. Still a good equilibrium. And I think we need to get to 58,000 in order to unlock the arcology, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 58. So we're closing in on what's needed. So just a few more, 6,000 more residents, and we will have unlocked the arcology. Let's check on our research progress. For the Space Center. We are 46% researched. Excellent. So we've already got the International Airport. We are close to halfway researched for the Space Center, and our population, we are just roughly 6,000 residents away from the arcology. And once again, there's no guarantee that we'll hit it with this city. Maybe it'll be a different city, but we are extremely close to unlocking another great work. All right, so now that we have income coming into the city, all right, now let's focus our attention. I'm trying to decide. So we've been talking about a season, region, cities where they are into conservation, into nature. And we did an area here of some greenery. So instead of this being a bunch of buildings and houses, we've got green here. But I'm trying to decide what to do here. On one hand, it kind of looks nice like that. Is there any way we can... What can we do here that is friendly to this area? I'm thinking parks. I'm thinking house of worship. I know we've done 2 roundabouts. I don't know if... I don't know if another roundabout... Let's see what it looks like. But I don't want it to be a highway. That might become congested if we do a single road. If we leave the trees in the middle here, maybe. Let's turn on guides. Yep. I think the temple... I need more road, it looks like. I think the temple... That could be nice. I don't want to place it until I'm sure. So we could put the temple there. We could have some green area here. Do we do houses? Let's see what it looks like. especially if it's low density. And then on the other side, can we get that picnic area right here? Basic, this one. It's just a bit. Let's extend this road. Wait, let's put the picnic first. Listen to the people complain. Let's do that first. Then let's do that, that. Then maybe we can trim. No. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad, and it still retains. And I would not do anything there. What's going on here? They're just stuck. Look at that. There. Is this what I want? I think that's a little cleaner. That still fits. Before we do that, park. We got intersections too close. So let's do this. We need to... We need to shift. We're going to lose a factory, but it's not that big of a deal. Let's do this. Let's take this. Let's do this. And then let's create some release valves. So we could do that. Do that so they can go this way. And then let's... I don't think we really... Well, let's go ahead and do... Let's do that. I wanted to get rid of this road, but we'll lose our How much garbage? That's a lot of garbage. That would just pollute the area. I'm gonna pause. I think it's needed. And then let's run a road. Let's do this. Oh. I need it to look nice. Oh, let's do it this way. Let's do that. Hopefully it still fits. I don't think it is. We're gonna slide this down just a bit more. Like, maybe like this. Let's turn off guides. There. Let's make sure it fits first. There. Better. There. See, that opens up that intersection much, much more. Before I put the temple, I just want to make sure from a traffic standpoint, and I also want to make sure this is exactly what I want, because you don't want to tear down a house of worship. And I need daylight. Oh, look at that. This city is cool. I like this city, especially at night. Cool. All right, see you in the morning. All right, good morning. Let's see here. So it's 7:57 game time. Let's just make sure. Now, this has always been a hot spot. And, you know, I'm fine with hot spots that aren't out of control. I mean, it's just... I think it's more realistic to at least have a little bit of traffic here and there, especially during rush hour. Okay, so this looks good. And I'm liking this. I don't think I want any bigger houses than low density. That I'm pretty sure of. We could almost pretend like these are rentals, Airbnbs maybe, with a little bit of shopping. Everything looks even. Now I want to do this more in other cities. However, can we do a bit of a walkway? I don't want it to snap. And maybe curve it. Can we do... Oh, no. Well, now if it snapped like that, I'm happier with it. Let's see what this looks like. A little walking path. Is this the first person who's going to walk on the path? Cassandra, she's feeling happy. Let's see where Cassandra goes. She's walking home. She's enjoying the nature. She came from the park. I wonder... Yeah, we've got people who are walking on this path. Okay. And that's not bad. I think that works. All of these taxis. I don't have any bus stops. There is something about this road. It's a good thing this is not an important road. These taxis love this. All right, I think... I think we're going to go for the temple. Yeah, that looks good. Look at that. This still looks like an area in the middle of this city where nature, yeah, you can still hear some animals, but yeah, this looks like an area where they made the decision. The residents said, "You know what? Let's not turn this entire city plot into roads and buildings and shops. This is nice. This is really nice." And it looks like it just took some time. All the cabs. It must have just been a temporary once we place the road. But yeah, I don't see any taxis now. I'm still gonna hold off on a bus stop for right now, but yeah, this looks good.